really care at this point, to be honest.
Alright, shh, shh, shh. Alright, we are back. We apologize for the technical difficulties, but everything is all set to go for round number 5 of the 2020 NASCAR Xfinity Series season, the EchoPark 250 from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. I'm Marty Sakala, joined alongside by Matt Tuck and Derek Hamill. Gentlemen, welcome to you both in the booth for the first time. Matt, let's start out with you. Earlier today in the truck race, we had some crazy racing. This is one of those tracks in Atlanta where any line can work.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, you've got a lot of, not all the way around, but you saw a lot of high side, low side, everything working around in the truck series as far as options. But coming out of 3 and 4, it's definitely the high line has clearly been the advantage on that side of the track. And at the end of the day, it's going to come down to probably just the last few corners here and the last couple laps is going to decide this race. So we'll see how this plays out over the course of this race.
And now we bring in Derek Hamill. This is one of those longer races where we have 163 laps. How important is it to just be patient in this race?
You don't want to try to make dumb moves out front. You can lose. You cannot win a race on lap 1, but you can sure as hell lose it on lap.
All right, let's see how qualifying's looking right now. Chase Briscoe currently stands on the pole, and that is
Look at CJ McLaughlin P11.
Yeah, look at that. McLaughlin in the 93.
And then you got Jesse Little.
A lot of field very tight though. I mean, you've got from what I see here, you got 28 cars separated by only barely under 4/10 of a second. This could make a very interesting field to see how this plays
let's
out.
Let's see who's going up the rear though. Who's going to be starting last? Presumably.
All right. Here we go. 36. Yep, 36, Tommy Joe Martins. 35th, Joe Nemechek. 34th, Landon Castle. 33rd, David Starr. 32nd, Chad Fincham. 31st, Alex LeBay. Jeffrey Earnhardt rolls off 30th. 29th, Brandon Brown. 28th, Timmy Hill. 27th, Matt Mills. 26th, Stephen Lake. 25th, BJ McLeod. 24th, Josh Williams. 23rd, Bailey Curry. 22nd, Vinnie Miller. 21st, Riley Herbst. 20th, Brett Moffitt. 19th, Mason Massey. 18th, Mike Snyder. 17th, Ross Chastain. 16th, Cody Vanderwall. 15th, Ray Black Jr. 14th, Daniel Hemrick. 13th, Joe Graff Jr. 12th, Ryan Sieg. 11th, CJ McLaughlin. 10th is Jesse Little. 9th, Jeremy Clements. And then we go to 8th, Justin Allgaier. 7th, Austin Cindric. 6th, Noah Gregson. 5th, Brandon Jones. 4th, Michael Arnett. 3rd is Justin Haley. 2nd, Harrison Burton. And on the pole, Chase Briscoe in the 98 with a time of 29.293. We got the command to fire the engines happening right now.
Drivers, start your engines.
Engines are fired up. 163 laps for the 36 car field. 1.54 mile quad oval. The turns banked at 24 degrees. Pit road speed 45 miles an hour. And like I said earlier, a race where the low line and the high line can work perfectly. The stages will end at laps 40 and 80. Earlier today, the stunning upset in the NASCAR Truck Series where the winner was Jordan Anderson in a 3-wide photo finish over Matt Crafton and Chase Elliott. And Anderson gained some help from lapped traffic, that being Tate Vogelman in the 0-2. If you're wondering about if Anderson did win $50,000, he did not, because Kyle Busch spun out in the first caution. And as a result of that, the bounty holds for Homestead Miami Speedway next week.
Which is going to be an amazing race, hopefully. I mean, Homestead is a great track. We can see outside work there, as we've seen with Larson making that high line zone the last couple of years.
Here we go as they come off of turn number 4. Chase Briscoe and Harrison Burton bring the field to the green flag. The Chevy Camaro pulls on in for round 5 of the NASCAR Xfinity Series, the EchoPark 250. It's time to light them up. Green flag is in the air, and we are racing in Atlanta. Chase Briscoe a good start as they go into turn number 1. Justin Haley and Harrison Burton side by side for second. Here comes Brandon Jones as they come racing off of turns 1 and 2 for the first time today. Haley cuts up in right behind Chase Briscoe. Briscoe gets the lead entering 3 and 4.
See, Haley's going to make the move to the high side, see if he can get the big run, do what Anderson did. Briscoe getting 3 wide, sandwich out of the lead already. Haley's going to lead the first lap here tonight.
A great run for the 11 and a good start for him. Now they're 3 wide for second. It is a Ford sandwich with the bread to Joe Gibbs Toyotas. Burton on the outside, Jones on the inside, and Briscoe is in the middle. But meanwhile, Haley continues to lead, and now Briscoe gets a run to the inside.
As you can see there, the inside line trying to do something here. You got a couple of dark horses right up there. Brandon Jones and Jeremy Clements. Brandon Jones, RISM winner, or Phoenix winner rather, and then Jeremy Clements, who won a few years back now at Road America.
Side by side for the race lead. Briscoe's got a good run underneath into 1 and 2, trying to take the lead back from Justin Haley.
Let's see here if Briscoe can get to the high side. I mean, so far all weekend we've seen 1 and 2. Definitely better for the low lane, but you're going to watch him right here as he stays on the top as they're getting very dicey behind. Watch Haley get that big run here down the front stretch side by side. Not quite able to get past Briscoe yet. See, they're starting to fan out just a touch in the mid-pack, but up front they are not. You know, they are taking everything they can get. Is very aggressive up here in the early stages of this race.
Got a lot of 2 wide and 3 wide racing, still side by side for the lead. Haley and Briscoe getting a lot of help from the Joe Gibbs drivers of Burton and Jones, who won the last 2 races. The Daytona winner was Noah Gregson, working with Michael Annette up there in the 1 car. But meanwhile, out in front, Justin Haley led the line, and Briscoe is still putting up a fight. Off of turn number 2. Go ahead, Derek.
Going down the backstretch here, as you can see, the outside lane is king. But going 3 wide now for second, Jones, Briscoe, and Harrison Burton going 3 wide for second. Oh, but that may be looking 4 wide. This could not be.
And Burton to the lead for the first time today. Good run on the outside. Still 3 wide for second. Here comes Brandon Jones on the bottom. And Burton gets tied up in 1 and 2. Shuts the door in front of Michael Annette. Side by side. Meanwhile, Haley and Briscoe still stuck in the middle.
See, Haley already just went from leading in just a few laps there. He got shuffled back into that dangerous middle lane here. Jones trying to stick with his teammate on the bottom, but Burton getting the help from those 2 Earnhardt Motorsport cars is now Annette. Looks like he's going to want to try and take his turn. Doesn't quite get the opening to get by there. See Jones sticking with him on the bottom. Great start to the year by both these Gibbs boys. Both Burton on the top lane, the 20, and Jones on the 19. They've had a terrific start to this year so far.
Gibbs cars side by side for the race lead. Jones inside on Burton. 2 Toyotas, then 2 Chevys, then 2 more Chevys. Then you got a Chevy and a Ford as you look from our aerial view. Jeremy Clements
right there in the back.
That's Clements inside on Cindric and Briscoe, trying to take the 7th spot away. Nothing working out for him. Like you said earlier, wow, we got Justin Haley looking inside, 3 wide for late. One of you guys said earlier, the pack was split up mid-pack. We kind of have 2 packs here. This second pack at the moment, they're trying to merge with the first pack, currently being led by Ryan Sieg in the 39 at the moment. And then you got a 3rd pack here, which is currently led by, I believe, what is that, the 68 Brandon Brown it is. And that it is, but we shift our eyes back up to the front of the field, side by side for the lead. It's Jones inside on Burton trying to go back to the point.
As you can see, Haley's trying to make a move there on the inside. I don't think he'll be able to, but the 2 Gibbs cars are hanging tough outside, but looks out front rather, and then look like 3 wide right there. All guy trying to make something work up.
Lowline just not getting any momentum off of turns 3 and 4. Now here comes Michael Annette. He looks to the outside, trying to take the race lead away.
Oh,
Burton gets tight. He gets forced to the middle. They're 3 by 3 for the lead.
Big
3 up.
That.
And in turn 3, Brandon Jones with a run inside. Michael Annette trying to get a push from teammate Noah Gregson. And the man that won the opening race last season goes to the front in Atlanta.
Believe it, that makes Annette, I believe, our third or fourth different leader today so far in just this opening stage here. They've been very aggressive. The top 10 or so, they've split away from the middle pack. Middle pack running tight there, not too far behind, but enough distance between them. You know, they're all creating their own separate packs here. But you got these top 9 or 10 cars here all under a blanket, and then you got these two cars back here. I believe that is the 8
That's
Hemrick.
8 and the
It's
4 Jesse
Daniel
Little.
Hemrick in the 8 machine as Annette continues to lead. Gregson in second, trying to look up high. Annette will shut the door on him. Here comes Burton looking back down low, trying to take the lead.
See if Burton can get the run here. Nobody's been able so far all weekend to be able to keep it all the way around the track on the bottom. You can get to the
Only
bottom
ones.
to the top.
Sorry, Matt. Only ones I've seen on the bottom. I'll let you continue here in a moment. Early in the truck race would be probably Sheldon Creed and then Chase Elliott.
Yeah, other than that, we haven't seen anybody carry the whole bottom lane around all the way around the racetrack. You know, it's definitely the bottom has the clear advantage, I would say, in 1 and 2. You don't get it by the leader every time, but you can gain a lot of time in. But if you don't get that run off of 1, 2, and down the backstretch to slide up into the lead, you're not going to get by whoever the leader is on the outside coming into 3 or 4. Just nobody's made it work so far all weekend.
You got 8 cars under a blanket battling for the race lead. You got that second pack in 9th, currently led by Jeremy Clements. He's battling with Daniel Hemrick in the 8th, as well as the 4 of Jesse Little. Here's Riley Herbst in the 4 in the 18 car, trying to make his way back up to the front. Didn't have a good qualifying effort earlier today. Started outside of the top 20.
How about let's go ahead, Matt.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, Herbst did not have a good qualifying out of all of those Gibbs cars, but I believe he's already made up about 5 or 6 positions in just the opening 15 laps here of the first stage. See Clemens, he also slid back just a little bit from this lead pack, as we see here, top 8 cars, it looks like it is. Yes, top 8. They have separated from the rest of the pack here. It's going to be interesting to see, you know, even though most of this pack, they haven't separated far enough yet.
Oh, Allgaier forces the issue.
Watch out.
4 wide.
Gregson almost in the wall.
That got close off of turn 2. Hold on to your helmets, people. Brandon Jones, I think, is going to back you out of it, and that almost scrapes the wall. Entering turn 3. And Jones, let's go. We're still 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Justin Haley on the bottom, trying to get back out front. But
Come to the line there.
Burton gets back to the race lead, though. Allgaier, Annette's, the junior teammates, side by side for second. And here comes Allgaier, has a good run underneath, off of 1 and 2.
Yeah, big move by Allgaier there. Not sure, a little bit early in the I mean, I could understand that, you know, with 10 to go, trying to go for the lead a little early to push it. But he's also not in a big pack. He's only got about 8 or 9 cars, and they're all pretty equal with each other in this draft here. So I mean, a little bit more on the aggressive side than I would lean for early in the race. But either way, if he can make this pull off to the lead here within the next lap or two, you know, he made that move worth it.
Noah Gregson stuck in the middle for a moment, trying to look inside on Annette. That's for 3rd position. Still a drag race for the race lead as they come off of turn 4. Harrison Burton goes back to the point, continues to lead laps. Michael Annette just 100th of a second back on teammate Allgaier. The junior teammates trying to work together.
Inside, though.
Yeah, Allgaier with help from teammate Noah Gregson as he looks to make his way back up front. Now it's 3 wide. Gregson inside. He's trying to challenge on Burr. Look at the run, and that's going to get off turn 4.
Big run on the outside.
Michael Annette goes to the point. 19 laps in the books. Matt Tuck.
A big run there. It looks like the 20 just got a little bit. He got slid up just a bit, and then both of the Earnhardt cars took big time advantage of that. Now we got both the junior motorsports cars there, the 1 and the 9, sitting on point, and a big run by Gregson. He's making that bottom work in 3 or 4, which we were just touching on a couple laps ago. Ooh, see Haley trying to make it 3 wide there. both these junior motorsports cars are making the bottom line work very well so far over in 3 and 4, which is not something that we have seen much of at all this weekend, like we were alluding to earlier.
Give you a full field rundown at the moment. Michael Annette continues to lead. Noah Gregson now second. Harrison Burton third. Justin Allgaier fourth. Brandon Jones fifth. Justin Haley sixth. Chase Briscoe seventh. Austin Cindric eighth. Good battle for ninth. Ryan Sieg and Jeremy Clements trying to battle there. It's going to be Sieg that moves up to ninth. 10th, Jeremy Clements. 11th, Daniel Hemrick. 12th is Joe Graff Jr. 13th, Riley Herbst. 14th, Jesse Little. 15th, Ross Chastain. 16th, Mason Massey. 17th, Cody Vanderwall. And 18th is Ray Black II. 19th, CJ McLaughlin. 20th, BJ McLeod. 21st, Myatt Snyder. 22nd, Vinnie Miller. 23rd, that is Alex LeBay. 24th, good battle going on there. Brandon Brown with the advantage. 25th is Jeffrey Earnhardt. 26th, Matt Mills. 27th, that is Bailey Curry. 28th, Chad Fincham. 29th is Timmy Hill. 30th spot, that is Stephen Lake. 31st is Brett Moffitt. 32nd, that is, confirmed, that is Josh Williams. Good battle for 33rd between David Starr and Landon Castle. 35th currently, that's actually Joe Nemechek, my mistake. I think we mentioned Nemechek earlier, but that was Bailey Curry,
No,
I think it was.
mentioned Bailey Curry earlier. I believe Curry is in the 74 this weekend.
Yes, and then in last spot is Tommy Joe Martins. That's a 44. Don't get confused with the 66. Good battle for the lead. Michael Annette and Harrison Burton remaining side by side, going down the backstretch.
So a couple things to watch here, as we saw. If you take another look real quick at the 44 of Tommy Joe Martins, I believe he's running right now. He's in turn 2,
Yes.
coming onto the back. Now, if we go back to the leader of Burton and Annette, it's interesting to see how
They're
it's going to
like
pace
entering
out.
turn 2, I believe, right now.
Yeah.
It is interesting to see the rate they're going. This could decide when they meet. They're only going to meet about one lap car, it looks like, this stage, and it's probably going to be Tommy Joe Martins. But
And they also could be catching Joe Nemechek, too.
That is true, too.
Nemechek and 6.6 are about equal on speed from what I'm seeing down here. But
The rate they're catching Tommy Joe Martins, I'm going to be interested to see. We saw in testing yesterday, lap traffic could definitely play a factor in the end of this stage. We're going to want to see here when they catch Tommy Joe Martins, especially if they're going really wide here like Gregson and Annette are trying to make them.
Brandon Jones made a big old 4-wide move right there, but he decides not to. That's probably a good idea. This early in the stage, we still have about 15 to go here in the stage. We don't want to be making those big moves this early in the stage.
Yeah, you guys were mentioning lap traffic earlier on. It pretty much determined who won stage 1 in the trucks when they caught up to Angela Ruck. And it caused a wreck, and that went to Chase Elliott. Elliott, by the way, swept stages 1 and 2. Finished third, though, in the race earlier today. Do you think we see a possible sweep of 1 and 2 once again, Derek Campbell?
It's really just crapshoot, to be honest. Chase Elliott got lucky with that amazing GMS equipment. If he was driving, like, let's say, for a Brown Brothers Racing, he could just crashing that car. That car wouldn't run up front. But we could see like someone like Harrison Burton or Michael Annette or hell, even Brandon Jones win both stages.
Well, we'll see here too. I mean, it all depends. When these pit cycles also play into effect. I don't think we're going to see, at least for these first 2 stages, I don't think we're going to see it too much. I mean, obviously, I think we're about 26, 27 laps down. The books in this stage haven't had anything so far, and I think given it's only 40 laps, we should be good to go the whole way.
Pit run was at like 50 to 55 laps, I do believe.
Yeah, these guys should be good to go the entire way in stage 1. Unless we get a caution, and I think we'll see these drivers top off. You see, and that gets tight there in front of teammate Allgaier. Could open the door up here for Harrison Burton to capitalize and maybe take the lead.
Now, also tires could be a factor here too. This old surface chews up tires really badly here in Atlanta. They have not repaved this track since reconfigured back in 98 or 96.
Coming to the line, and that continues to lead with help from teammate Justin Allgaier. The junior cars doing a great job right now. The full-time cars, I should say. First, third, and fourth. Daniel Hemrick currently running in the 11th spot at the moment. We didn't see him get off to have a good last few races, especially at Auto Club Speedway. Obviously got off to the good start in Daytona when Noah Gregson won. the season opener 300-mile race. But they're trying to put on an improvement and put on a good show.
But what we haven't mentioned that Daytona race, all your junior motorsport carts finished outside the top 10, if I do recall correctly, because the 8, 1, and 7 all got taken out of and crashed in the closing stage of the event, as far as I remember.
Here we go, almost 3 wide for the race lead. Annette tries to shut the door in front of teammate Justin Allgaier, and this could open the door for Harrison Burton once again to take the lead back. Allgaier is going to get the run here on the outside, off of turns 3 and 4, and he won't get the lead just yet. Annette led the lap at the line last time out, but still doing a good job. The gap in the line was 2/100ths of a second.
Yeah, we'll see here. These three, the front pack has definitely started to split up here. Now, just one check-in on again. Where are we looking at for that 44 Tommy Joe Martins? It's been a couple laps now. We take a look here.
Entering turn 1.
Ooh, they're gonna be catching them for the next 3 laps. I will say that.
And look at all this battling as well. This has opened up the door for Chase Briscoe. He has advanced into 3rd position. He could be a big spoiler here to determine, to try and take this away from Burton and the 2 junior cars.
Yeah, and we'll see here, got Gregson closing in. You have Briscoe closing in. Haley and Jones, I think they might be a little out of reach for that. But yeah, see right here, Gregson and Briscoe, they are right back in this mix here for the first stage as Annette continues to lead here. So this is going to get really good here in about three laps or so, like Derek Hamill here said. They are going to catch that 44, and when they do, that's going to lead, someone's going to have to go top, someone's going to go low, and someone's going to use them as a pick. We are going to see, who can take advantage of that and secure the lead, and eventually, with that, secure the stage win here.
Let's take a look back at who's in 10th at the moment.
Only a few more laps going to the stage, isn't it?
Yeah, 6 to go at the line for stage 1, and this is the battle currently for the final point. The final bonus point, I should say. Riley Herbst has it with Jeremy Clements back in 11th, not that far behind.
Joe Graff Jr. could pounce this opportunity, same from the 10 car of Ross Chastain.
It definitely too, but you're going to want to watch this 18 throughout the rest of the race. I mean, over the long run here, I believe he's moved up about 12 to 15 spots so far. I think he started well outside the top 20, and the fact that he's right here knocking on the door for a stage 1 point definitely says he is going to be a factor in this race here once we get this restarted from the stage. See his back up front, still Allgaier, it's still Annette. It's going to see this is going to get very dicey here in this next couple laps to end this stage.
The rate at which they're going, I don't think they'll be able to catch up to TJM. I think they will be good to go.
Let's see where TJM is running right now. Let's see what corner he's entering or where they will catch him, I believe.
Finish line. I think maybe 2 laps to go, they will catch up.
Maybe on the last lap, maybe that could decide our stage winner here, boys.
They're very tight there, though. We're getting there. Yeah, he's only about half a straight down.
They're going to be catching him on that last lap.
I agree with that. I think they're going to catch him probably at the rate they're going. I think they're going to run into him right on the last lap. And it's inside the stage 1.
Annette's got a good run on the outside. He's got the lead from Justin Allgaier coming to 3 to go in the stage. And someone blew up! It's Joe Martins. Yes, it was. And he's on the wall line. What's this?
What the hell is he doing?
Makes contact with Cindric.
Pardon my French, but what the heck is he doing? Oh my gosh! Will NASCAR throw a caution for that?
And he stopped on the track. Watch the caution light closely on the top right of your screen. That stays green.
What?
Why are we staying green here? What the hell are we doing here, NASCAR?
Race control? I'm not sure what's going on up there with that. We thought Tommy Joe Martins might decide to stage, not in that way in any capacity. Now it's a net single file with Gregson. Still no caution. Extremely puzzled by that.
Battle for the lead. We come to the white flag in stage number 1. Good battling going here, and at the moment it's a net at the line. We'll get back to the chat. Once Joe Nemechek crosses the start-finish line, the caution will come out.
Did Annette get stage 1 win?
We'll have to see. Once Nemechek crosses the line, that is when we will put the caution flag out.
I'm sorry for the wrong language, the bad language here, chat. But I really don't know what to say.
Gregson wins stage 1 at the caution, just behind Michael Annette.
Wow.
And the final spot goes to Austin Cindric over Jeremy Clements. They all slow down to a cautious rate of speed, and we will have pit stops.
We need to get a look at what happened to the pack of cars that got slowed down by the blowing up number 40 Joe Martins for the Tommy Joe Martins Motorsports or Racing.
We'll take a look in just a moment. Tough break for him, though.
Oh, where's Gregson going? Is he just trying to
He
jump?
is going down pit road. That's where.
Could there be an issue on the 9 car? I don't know if this will be a scheduled pit stop or not.
Yeah, this is scheduled stops. Remember the pit window, they're near it, so these guys aren't going to top off. And they're going to take their 4 fresh. Excuse me, they're going to take
Here's the thing, could we have another issue on pit road like we've seen in testing before? We've seen testing happen. We got a couple cars at the very end of the pit road get into each other and give some cars damage. Could that happen here in this cycle of pit stops? We'll have to wait and see.
And we're going to see here, there's a lot of cars on pit road here. See all the junior motorsports cars. Briscoe in the 98, the 11 to Haley. We're going to assume everybody's going 4 tires and fuel here. Going to be interesting to see what the race off pit road here looks like.
I have a feeling that the 98 team's going to get out first.
Look at Riley Herbst. Herbst with a good stop. Noah Gregson wins the race off pit road. Justin Allgaier second. Chase Briscoe third. Good battle for fourth. Hemrick up there. Haley fifth. Where did you see the contact?
19 and 22. Oh, there's contact. I thought there was contact between 20 and 08 and the 19 and 22.
It looked like there might have been a little bit of just some fender rub in there. But as you see your race
they all look clean.
Pit road. Yeah, if you see a race off of pit road, you have the 9. You have the 9 of Gregson. Then you have the 7 of Allgaier. I believe it's there. The 98 of Briscoe. If you go back a little further, the 11 of Haley. Big winner on that stop. Just a couple more cars back. If you look, I believe he's going to restart in about 4th or 5th or 6th.
Hemrick.
No, not the Hemrick too. The 18 of Riley Herbst is now moved up about 20 spots in this first.
That's going to be about P7. Hemrick will be, or Herbst will be starting.
All right, let's take a look at Tommy Joe Martins and see what happened. They're saying an accident, which is not true. I think they're saying accident from the contact with Cindric.
That looks like something went go on that car like really quick. That could be like a radiator issue or maybe a camshaft issue on that 66.
Car just went aflame. And look at the fluid leaking out of that 66.
Yeah, that is not good.
And here's the issue. He comes back up onto the low side in front of traffic. Allgaier and Bell. Same with Jones and Cindric. You can see the contact there between Joe Martins and Brandon Jones. I don't know if that will affect the 19, though.
Martins needs to be called to NASCAR hauler immediately after the race. That is a complete bonehead move by Tommy.
And then watch the light on the top right. That did not go to yellow because he was on the apron. If he was still on the track, that's where we would have seen the yellow flag come out. But your stage 1 winner, though, the Daytona winner. And it's Noah Gregson off to a good start early on at Atlanta.
And I'll take this time to take a minute to thank you guys, the viewers. We wouldn't be doing this if y'all hadn't agreed to watch this stuff on the Discord. That's for sure right there, man. Thank you guys.
We currently have 7 people watching right now. We peaked at 13, I think, in the truck premiere or the truck live stream last night. So we definitely appreciate it. I have a feeling that we are going to get a lot more viewers.
For the Cup action tomorrow.
Yes.
And also update. For Cup, we might have some of the schemes that we're supposed to. I am currently working on a couple of schemes like Brad's All Trader scheme and Corey's Superior Logistics Services scheme.
Lights are off the pace car. We're about to go back to green. Let's reset the field for you as we get ready for the restart. You got Junior Motorsports 1 and 2. That's Noah Gragson and Justin Allgaier. Chase Briscoe restarts 3rd. The 8 of Daniel Hemrick 4th. Justin Haley 5th. Riley Herbst 6th. Michael Annett 7th. Brandon Jones 8th. Austin Cindric 9th. And Jeremy Clements rounds out the top 10.
Looks like this Camaro pace vehicle is going to be peeling off here. Taking that hard left-hand turn down to pit lane. We are about to go green for stage 2 here in Atlanta. We are back green here in the EchoPark 200 from Atlanta.
Good restart from Justin Allgaier. He tries to take a look to the inside. Chase Briscoe commits up top. No one works with Allgaier as the 7 car looking for the race lead. Here comes teammate Hemrick. He looks for 3rd on Chase Briscoe.
Hey, car looking to get his best run pretty much ever since Junior Motorsports got that ride last season.
3 wide for 4th. Here comes Riley Herbst as he tries to look on the bottom. Gragson continues to keep the lead with the help from Chase Briscoe.
3 wide there again. Looks like Herbst making a move on Hemrick, and I can't tell if that is outside. Maybe Haley?
That is Justin Haley in the 11 car, 2nd car on the outside line as they continue to battle it out for the race lead. Briscoe may have the edge going down the backstretch, and he does.
There's
He'll
a little
have
bit
the
of
edge in 3
banging
and
in the
4.
back there, guys. Kept it straight, though.
Yeah,
Don't
they're
see
getting
any-
racy all throughout the field. I'm not quite sure exactly. I did see a little bit of contact. Not sure exactly where from, but back up front, the 98, the pole sitter back out in front. He's got Gregson behind him. He's got Allgaier in 3rd.
Oh, A had to check up a little bit there. Don't know what happened to him.
Hemrick losing a bit of time there. Now Briscoe staying in the lead. We got all the Junior Motorsports cars up here, and I believe the only Gibbs car, I'm not quite sure where he went. Harrison Burton, he lost a lot of time on that pit stop. Might have been due to the Tommy Joe Martin's issue. I believe he's back in about 9.
We'll see where he is at the line, and he's currently standing in 9th. Yes, you are correct, Matt Tuck. Trying to get up there with teammates Brandon Jones and Riley Herbst. Herbst had a really good pit stop last time out. And they're going to go 3 wide here. This is for 2nd spot. Allgaier tries to look underneath. Haley top side. Briscoe in the middle.
Oh, Hemrick looks like he could help his Junior Motorsports teams there, but no, he abandons him. No, he goes back to the inside. Never mind. Ignore what I just said, guys.
Impressive racing going on. 3 by 3 for the race lead. 2 rows of 3 deep.
You wanted the best? Well, you got him 3 abreast right there for the front, baby.
Only the best go 3 abreast. Wait, never mind. These guys aren't the best just yet. They gotta get to the Cup Series if they want to be the best.
Wait, some of these guys have driven the Cup Series.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Allgaier, Hemrick, Annett, Haley. That's right.
Daytona Cup Series winner Justin Haley.
Daytona legend.
Yeah.
Oh, absolute legend right there. Going ham on the outside lane.
He's currently batting 500 at Daytona in the Cup Series. Or in race... Well, actually, I should say he's 2 for 3 in races that was above his higher level.
And Haley with an impressive resume at Daytona. Allgaier up there also trying to get around his Junior Motorsport teammate. So the top 6, which includes 5 Chevys and a Ford, have broken away, leaving, I believe, they've left all the Gibbs cars, as we see right behind them.
That's correct.
That is all 3 of the Gibbs cars. There's no 54.
And I believe and I also believe that the 11 is Junior Motorsports related, if I'm not mistaken.
That's Richard Childress Racing related.
Oh, whoops.
And they are 1, 2, 3 at the moment when they came across the line. It was close, though, between Annett and Briscoe. Off to a good start early on.
Yeah, we'll see here. Being interested to see how it plays out in this 2nd stage. See Hemrick, he's trying to get down to the bottom here. See Burton.
And that's going to shut the door on him.
Yeah, Net blocking him down there. All these junior cars, they've had good, unlike most of other teams here this weekend, they seem to be working the bottom of 3 and 4 a lot better than other teams are. Consistently, they've been able to not necessarily make the pass every time, but they're holding a lot of speed on that bottom line. That is something definitely need to watch out for later in this race. Hemrick trying to make it 3 wide, get him around Briscoe, try to make this a junior 1, 2, 3, 4. Allgaier up top.
Gonna be close. Let's see how Briscoe does
Hemrick
here at the
got decent around the
line.
inside
That
there.
was
Don't know
close.
what the
I
hell
think
happened
Briscoe.
right there.
Sorry, Derek. I think Briscoe got the advantage there. Yep, he's in 4th, and that was in 5th. Go ahead.
I was about to say that freaking Hemrick got a freaking big old meter run on the inside. Don't know how the heck that happened. The inside doesn't normally work in 3 and 4, as we've said previously in this broadcast, and I assume what you said in the truck broadcast. The outside is
Absolutely. Riley Herbst and Harrison Burton have joined the pack. So now you've got 8 cars under a single blanket as they battle it out for the top spot at the moment. Go back to who's in 10th. That would be Austin Cindric battling with Jeremy Clements. BJ McLeod doing a good job in the 0, and same with Joe Graff Jr.
As we remember back to the Vegas race, Joe Graff Jr. was leading for an incredible 24 hours under that rain delay.
Absolutely, he was. Stage 2, by the way, ending at lap 80. Only 1 caution in the race, and that was for the stage ending. Noah Gragson winning stage 1. Hearing from NASCAR, by the way, the reason why they did not finish stage 1, why they did not put a yellow out for stage 1 is because the racing was really good earlier on, so it came from the tower.
The car was off the racing surface, and I'm getting word from the Martins racing team. There was a camshaft that went bad on that 44 machine.
Yep, absolutely, it is confirmed. Here's Allgaier looking inside on Chase Briscoe, trying to take the race lead away. Briscoe leading the lap at the line up in 1 and 2. Now, we should look at lap traffic, by the way, gentlemen. First car they would catch up to would be David Starr. He's in 1 and 2, so they've got a lot of time. So we don't really need to worry about lap traffic right now. That was.
Unless his motor expires too, which would be kind of funny.
That would not be something we want to see here. And that going back, I would say overall, if you were to take, obviously these 5 or 6 cars have been the best so far. Definitely, I would give probably the edge so far in this race to, I would say, Annette and Burton as the strongest car so far. But Briscoe, when he can stay out front, he's been very fast.
He can lead. He can be a good like a Pied Piper. Being out in the front though.
Right now, I believe Noah Gragson has led the most laps in the race so far today. Annette just took it back to the point. Briscoe not giving up, though, on the bottom, as it's still a 7-car battle for the race lead. Brandon Jones, Riley Herbst, they have fallen back, and they're going to race among themselves, play it safe early on.
Jones and Herbst, so they're not too far back. If this pack starts to go... here they go.
Nearly 4 wide for the lead.
Like there's a car on pit road. Don't know if that was Tommy Joe Martin's machine. There looked like there was a car on pit road back there.
We'll confirm once these guys come across, and
I don't think
nope, there was not.
I must have been seeing them getting gas.
Or it might have just been the 66 parking out there. See, Justin Haley.
44, not 66.
He slid out to the lead. And see, Allgaier. Allgaier also making, overall though, Allgaier is making all sorts of lanes work here on this racetrack in the early going.
Allgaier takes the, he's got some dirt track experience. Raced in the Chili Bowl earlier this year. I don't think he made it to the A-Main, though, if I recall correctly.
I don't even... Who even won the A-Main? Oh, wait. Young Money.
Yeah. Kyle Larson won the A-Main. So we're halfway through Stage 2. Let's give you a full field rundown at the moment. Justin Allgaier currently leads. Justin Haley second. Michael Annett third. Noah Gragson fourth. Chase Briscoe fifth for now. He just got overtaken by Daniel Hemrick. Back in 7th is Harrison Burton. 8th is Brandon Jones. 9th, Riley Herbst. 10th, Austin Cindric. 11th spot, Jeremy Clements. 12th, BJ McLeod. 13th, Joe Graff Jr. 14th, Jesse Little. 15th, Ryan Sieg. 16th, Ross Chastain. 17th, Ray Black II. 18th spot, a good battle going on there. Mason Massey has it for right now. Currently in 19th, that is Jeffrey Earnhardt. 20th spot, near contact there. Look at that mess for 20th.
Vanderwall gets shoved up a little bit there.
By Alex LeBay in the 90 machine. 3 wide there. Matt Mills on the bottom. The line there was Van der Waal in 20th, 21st, LeBay 22nd, Mills in 23rd of the line. It was Brandon Brown, 24th, Bailey Curry, 25th, Vinnie Miller, 26th, Myatt Snyder, 27th spot. That is Chad Fincham. 28th, CJ McLaughlin, 29th, Timmy Hill, 30th is Stephen Length, 31st is Brett Moffitt, 32nd.
I think you mixed up the numbers there, Marty. 61 is Timmy Hill. 66 is Stephen Length.
I said 61 Timmy Hill.
Oh, oops.
31st is Brett Moffitt, 32nd Landon Castle, 33rd Josh Williams, 34th that is Joe Nemechek, and 35th David Starr. 3 wide for the lead, and it's Junior Motorsport teammates.
Yeah, these see 7 cars right under a blanket here. Still those Junior Motorsports cars. I believe they're running 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. Strong showing from them. Probably, I don't know if at the pace they're going does not look like they're going to catch the lap traffic this time around in this stage. You know, they've got a big, I believe the lap car, Nemechek, he was somewhere. They're about half track away. So and at the rate they're going, you know, these guys are getting very aggressive here. Also worth note, if you take a look in the background, the 19 and the 18, Jones and Herbst, they have fallen off a bit here, and they have fallen back into the clutches of Cindric, as Cindric is trying to move up the field, grab a couple points here.
Cindric! Cindric's got a problem! Oh, trouble! We had a crash! Oh, Hanley and Briscoe around! Same with BJ McLeod! A big wreck! These were the leaders!
McLeod!
Oh, a car upside down! It's Noah Gregson!
Up and over!
It's the big one!
Oh no.
Oh no. We gotta hope these guys are okay. Ray Black, second heavy damage. Mason Massey as well.
At the line, it's Daniel Hemrick over Michael Arnott. We were looking back at the battle for 8th. Cindric fell off the pace, but that was because he was slowing to the caution. The entire front pack, with the exception of Michael Arnott and Daniel Hemrick, involved.
That card going up. That's going to be
Jeffrey
horrible.
Earnhardt involved in the 15. Landon Castle with damage. Is that Mason Massey in the? Yes, it is in the 99 car. LeBay coming down pit road. Big situation at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
We gotta go back and see that. We need to see what the hell happened.
We will, but we got pit stops happening first, gentlemen. So we'll take a look at these.
Let's watch pit stops here. This is going to be interesting now.
Jesse Little is going to be a huge benefactor from this. He could be a factor here. Second generation race NASCAR driver, his son of Chad Little, former driver, number 97, John Deere Ford for Roush Fenway Racing.
Not even along with Jesse Little. We were just talking about for that wreck. Riley Herbst was falling off quite a bit there. Now all of a sudden, obviously, we're going to have to go back. We're going to have to watch the replay and see how much. My goodness, that is a lot of the. That is almost
cars.
The lead pack is on pit road here. We are going to have to take a look and see what happens here. But as we're saying,
Brandon Jones.
Brandon Jones gets into a net. Looks like
these guys are not happy.
Looks like it's going to be maybe Daniel Hemrick maybe leading it off.
Yeah, a net.
No, maybe. And that got
it. Net. Yep. Okay.
Then Joe Graff Jr. coming out P4. Great job by that. The SS Greenlight team owned by former driver Bobby Dotter.
Okay, let's get you the replay and show you what happened.
Let's definitely break down. So we're going to assume, I think Annette was leading.
Here was the front pack.
So it's Annette and Hemrick. You have
is it Justin Haley forcing the 4 wide issue? No, Gregson just gets off the pace.
Hold on. Watch Gregson. What?
Just gets into Harrison Burton and Justin Allgaier.
Gregson, who had issues with Maya Snyder back, I believe, Vegas maybe, where he flat out dumped him for no reason. Then this Gregson needs something done about it. Oh, no, where does Cindric go?
And Gregson almost goes upside down there in that situation.
And then you have the whole field, the world's most expensive parking lot here in Hampton, Georgia.
So let's go back and watch I want to watch the onboards of 2 drivers here especially. I want to watch the onboard of the 11, and I want to watch the onboard of the 19. If we watch the onboard of the 11, so if we watch here, they're going 3 wide.
This is Justin Haley.
Like we were talking earlier, we watch Haley. He's going to split the middle. He's going to go 4 wide. It's not even the 4 wide, though.
I think Gregson had a problem.
But Brexton kept going after her. He might have fixed that problem. He just went straight up into his teammates. Or
Haley
teammate,
definitely
rather.
done. Did the only thing I see here? Did Chase Briscoe get into the back of the 11? We watched it again from. Let's watch from the 98. I think Briscoe. I wonder if Briscoe got in the back of the 11. Just the way he suddenly. Let's see here.
All right, this is Briscoe entering turn 3.
Okay, let's see here. So they're 3 wide here.
As you can see, we're about to see the 11 make the move once we get into the entrance to turn 1.
Nope, Briscoe doesn't get into the back.
Nowhere to go.
Reckon.
Ah.
Was that driver's side or passenger side? That was a driver's side hit too for Justin Haley. He is in the infield care center as we speak. Hopefully everything's all right with the driver of the 11.
Now let's just watch. I want to watch another onboard. We watched the onboard from the 19 car. I'm curious, how well did him in the 18? We watched the replay here. Saw the 18 got away with no damage. The 19 was on pit road. Did he get caught up in this too?
So they missed that first part there. I think it's right here.
I think Herbst gets by.
He got.
I wonder if Jones might still be. Jones might. Yeah, he did.
Nope, look at the right side damage. There's right side damage of the 19. You'll see it right here.
Oh,
There's
he did
pretty
get
big damage from
hard.
the 9 car. 9 car got into the passenger side right there.
So let's get ready for the restart here, because I believe we're about to go back to green shortly.
Maybe. I think.
Yeah.
Lights are out. Lights are out on lap down.
So let's reset the field for you here. After the wreck, only 25 cars are left. Brandon Jones on the inside line, a lap down. Ray Black Jr., Austin Cindric, Ross Chastain, Noah Gragson, Justin Haley, Chase Briscoe, BJ McLeod, Jeffrey Earnhardt, Mason Massey, Alex LeBay, all join Tommy Joe Martins in the garage. Race leader, when we take the restart, is not going to be Harrison Burton. He is the last car on the lead lap. The race leader is Michael Annett. Daniel Hemrick second, Riley Herbst third, Joe Graff Jr. fourth, Jeremy Clements the top 5. We come back into the restart zone. Now, if you're Harrison Burton right now, you want a caution immediately.
Yeah, well, not necessarily a caution. Harrison Burton, depending on his damage, we're going to have to see how much damage Harrison Burton has. Yeah, he doesn't have enough speed to keep up.
That car's like completely done. Is that Bailey Carter running top 10 right now? That is an amazing run for the Mike Harmon Racing Team. This is what they need. They could get good money here. Same with Brandon Brown, small team out of Fredericksburg, Virginia, I believe.
Is that
That's
Joe
where
Graff
Brandon Brown?
Yep, that's Graff Jr. in third. You had just mentioned in Brown earlier. Currently has the final playoff spot at the moment. Came in 12th in the Xfinity Series standings. And now trying to get by Graff Jr. for third. We got 9 laps to go in stage number 2. And this could be a battle between Michael Annett and Daniel Hemrick to the end.
Well, and that's not leave out Joe Graff for this stage. He is sitting right, even though he hasn't had the fastest car all day. When you have in the draft, when you can tail in the draft the 2 of the fastest cars on the 2 fastest cars left on the property, he can stick up there for a while. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
Top 3, maybe top 4, top 5, top 6, top 7. All Chevrolets at the moment.
Curry for Mike Harmon Racing, smaller team, lacking funding. They had sponsorship from the Trump's president campaign in Daytona with Joe Nemechek driving that 47 machine. I believe he's still driving that car this weekend, I believe.
Yes, Nemechek is in the 47 car this weekend. We can tell you where he's running. Currently 13th when they came across the line.
Great run for all of Mike Harmon Racing right now. Both cars normally a starting park. This could give them a good chunk.
Battling for the lead again. Hemrick and Annett working their way into turn 3.
Hemrick running a scheme to support Martin Truex Jr.'s charity support for ovarian cancer. Great cause on that number 8 car.
Hemrick going to the point from Michael Annett. Joe Graff Jr., though, doing a good job still hanging in there in that 08 machine.
Little to P4. Look at that JD Motorsports machine.
Here comes Jeremy Clements and Riley Herbst, by the way, working their way by Curry, Brown, and Smyett Snyder.
be interested to hear. Herbst, he did not get a good restart for some reason. He ducked down the inside, got stuck behind the slow cars of Burton and of Jones. But he still has, from what we've seen so far, I don't believe Herbst has any real damage on that
He does
car.
not.
Which
Looking
means
for
he's
fourth
gonna
right
be a
now
player.
on Jesse Little. Now, next guy he's hunting down, that's that 08 of Joe Graff Jr.
And shout out to Joe Graff Jr. in the '08. Obviously, took advantage of a situation there, didn't get involved in that crash, and now he's just lurking around right behind those two junior motorsports cars. And if they mess up,
Go ahead.
But here, real quick, if you remember last season, Greg Alden drove his '08 car, drove to a second place finish at Talladega, nearly drove into the playoffs. Bobby Dollar's team has seen a tremendous amount of growth in the past couple of years. They could become a playoff contender here and this season too, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely there, Derek. He's trying to commit to the high side, but the junior cars are just going to work together. Graff's got a good run, though, on Michael Annette. Annette challenges for the lead. Here comes Graff Jr. He's going to make it 3 wide to the inside. With 3 to go in stage 2.
Looking for the first ever stage 1 for SS Greenlight Racing. That would be huge for that team. Could they get the green-white checkered for stage number 2?
He's got a good run on the bottom, looking on Michael Annette for a second. When we come to the line, there will be 2 laps to go. Once Harrison Burton, he's in turn 2 right now. When he crosses the start-finish line at lap 80, that is when the caution will come out. And he does take it. What a run for Joe Graff Jr.
A guy who missed the races last year in RCR equipment goes to a smaller team. Could get a stage 1 here today in Atlanta.
But Hemrick a good run on the top side. Here comes it out as he looks down to the bottom for the runner-up spot. And here comes Rally Herbst in that 18.
Here goes Graff.
Graff Jr.'s got the preferred line on for turn 4. Coming to the white flag, I believe. Is this correct? We are at the
final
white flag.
Final lap in stage 1.
2.
There's Harrison Burton coming across the line right now. Caution flag is out when they come across the start-finish line. Hemrick has gone to the point. Annette goes to second.
Done.
Here we go.
Hemrick, the outside's going for Reldo, I have a feeling.
Annette, a good run to the inside.
Annette's going to win the stage. Looks like it'll be Hemrick in second.
Graff Jr. in third, but it's all Michael Annette, the stage 2 winner. Junior Motorsports sweeps the stages. Noah Gregson winning stage 1 earlier on, and we will likely see pit stops here in this.
I mean, once again, that was a heck of a drive for Joe Graff Jr. trying to win that stage. He was trying his hardest out of that little team, man. That was amazing.
Good to see the SS Greenlight Racing team have a lot of success with the 08. Like you said earlier, I think it was you, Derek.
Greg Olden drove that car, and Bobby Doder, when he was the owner driver, I believe he was in this series instead of not the Cup, but he drove a gun sponsored 08 car, which Greg Olden threw back to last season at Darling.
So everyone stays out here. Michael Annette currently has the fastest lap with a 29.171. Matt, I'm sorry I interrupted you there. Go ahead, man.
No, yeah, that was gonna be my question. If you don't pit here, knowing that, so we're at lap 80, we're at lap 82 right now, and we're gonna figure 84, 85 from where this is going. Given it's just the stage caution.
There'll be about like a 30 lap dash to the finish after pit stops, maybe, or so, roughly.
Well, if you don't pit, I mean, we're about 80. We're about what? Going to be about just under 80 to go. Knowing that they've already gone 10 laps, this could make it very. I'm just curious to see how this plays out to the end. It would be one thing if you're just splitting the stage, pit now, pit in the middle, you're good. But you're going to be pitting 10 to 20 laps into the stage. Where is this going to play out here as far as, fuel mileage works?
Well, this should show, like, whoever gets lucky enough on pit stops, as we've seen with Joe Graff Jr. got an extremely good pit stop after that caution.
Absolutely. So, stage 2 in the books. When we get back to green, I think we'll have about 80 laps to go in this race. There should be one to go when they cross the start-finish line here.
Lights are...
Nope, they are still on. So it'll be 79 to go.
As Mr. Tuck said, just shy of 80 to go.
So let's get... So we're at 2 stages, and I want to get your thoughts early on in this race, gentlemen. I'll start off with you, Matt. First off, a great racing, obviously, early on, but the big shocker is we have a big one that occurred that involved a lot of the front pack.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that. Let's see here. You saw that huge wreck take out a lot of the field there, and it's going to leave, we were talking it's only going to be about 8 or 9 cars to decide the win for the race, assuming that it never happened. Well, we're down to only, at this point, you figure it's only going to be about 4 or 5 cars to decide the race, so it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah, absolutely. Derek, what about you?
Well, as we've seen, when that caution came out, that was a complete free accident. We're not what caused that wreck. But here's the thing with this new, the clean slate with this new stage, anyone can do anything. We could have Bailey Curry or Brandon Brown or Maya Snyder go up there and try to win this race. It's really a crapshoot. You can also pit stops are a factor. Someone could try to stay out a little bit longer. They can see if they can try to pull some strategy. Someone crap, who's even left in the race? I would say Ross Chastain, but I don't even know if Ross Chastain's left in this event.
Absolutely. Lights are off the pace car. There are 80 laps to go now. 2 drivers line up the inside line. That are the Joe Gibbs teammates, Brandon Jones and Harrison Burton. A lap down in 24th and 25th. Junior Motorsports has the top 2 spots at the moment. Michael Annett in first. Daniel Hemrick, who's never won a race in any of the top 3 NASCAR series, currently in second. Joe Graff Jr. currently stands in third. Riley Herbst is fourth. Jeremy Clements, fifth. Jesse Little, sixth. Myatt Snyder is seventh. Brandon Brown, eighth. Bailey Curry is ninth. And how about Brett Moffitt, Truck Series star, raced earlier today, currently running in 10th position.
11th place for Timmy Hill, I do believe. Is that correct?
That is Timmy Hill in the 61. Joe Nemechek.
He had a great run at Daytona, if you remember that. P3 at Daytona. Could have had a shot to win that thing if they had another lap. But Timmy Hill, he is showing why he deserves to be in at least a B-tier car.
Absolutely. So we come off of turn 4. It will be Michael Annett bringing the field into the Geico restart zone. Geico, 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. And no, they don't customize your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Annett into the restart zone. Back up through the gears they go. And I want to apologize to Geico. I just had to say that for the heck of it.
Did you just say liberty, 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 liberty?
Right, we're not going to have some happy people on the other end. Off of turn number 2, and no one's paying us, by the way, just saying. They all remain single file.
We are unpaid interns here at Fox. We just broke into the booth and decided to run NR races at Atlanta.
Here we go. First move being made on the top side. Some drivers going top, others going bottom. It's Clements making the first move, but for the lead, here comes Hemrick inside on Michael Annett, trying to take the lead away. Joe Graff Jr.
That 08 car's like a rocket right now, guys. We could see a massive upset winner with Joe Graff Jr.
Hey, we saw it earlier today with Jordan Anderson in the 3 car, or the 3 truck. 3 wide for third. Riley Herbst trying to look on the outside. Annett's on the outside. They'll get the advantage here off of turn 4 this time. Graff Jr. cuts back on top. He's losing spots. He's just lost one to Jeremy Clements. Annett leads at the line there, going into turn 1.
So you got a Hemrick side by side with him. And you also have Herbst. He's been trying to work his way up front. Finally, looks like he might get a shot. Clements sliding into the picture now. Graff still up there. You got Little. You got a lot of interesting names up here, but back out front, it is still the 8. It is still.
Would you guys mind about Riley Herbst's parents' company's name? Terrible. That start for Herbst was terrible, but Herbst is coming back up right. Terrible Herbst start.
Currently in third, but may lose it. Got tied up in 1 and 2. Jeremy Clements taking the 3rd position away. 2 drivers in the top 5 have never won a race in the... Excuse me, I should say 3 of them. That being Daniel Hemrick currently in the race lead, Riley Herbst in 4th, and Joe Graff Jr. currently 5th. We just mentioned Daniel Hemrick earlier on. He's come so close to winning Xfinity races and Truck Series. He has never won in any of the top 3 series.
Pure rookie this season, and his 5th start, I believe, is his 5th round of the season for Xfinity.
Currently running in the 6th spot at the moment for JD Motorsports, fastest JD car on the track at the moment. Now, earlier
I think
on...
the last JD car left, isn't he?
Yes.
Let's take a look.
There's a good chance. I'm not sure.
Nope. Don't forget about the 6th car of David Starr, currently running in 12th position at the moment.
David Starr's going to win this race, guys.
Anyway, we were mentioning earlier the lap traffic that's in the field. We didn't see it that much in Stage 2.
Is Clemens going for the lead?
He is going for a
Road
second
course
at the
ringer
moment.
Jeremy Clements, winner back at Road America in 2017 with that amazing finish with Matt Tifft.
Trying to look down low on Daniel Hemrick, but the junior cars still working together at the stripe. It is Daniel Hemrick. Lap 90 goes up on the board. Clements a good run to the inside. Hemrick and Annette stay committed up top. All wide, full throttle. Now, we were talking earlier on about the lap traffic, how that could be a factor. It wasn't a factor in stages 1 and 2, but with all the damaged cars we have, we could see it. First car they could catch up to would be the 20 of Harrison Burton.
But when they catch him, they'll also be catching Fitcham.
Yes, that's right. She had Fincham in the 13. And Jeremy Clements just led at the line. He has gone to the point.
Clements definitely taken advantage of the fact that this field has thinned out at the front, but he has a very fast car. Annette's going to go try and swap back to the lead, but can't get it done there. Herbst and Graff just trying to stay in the draft for as long as they can. But realistically, I mean, we're looking, these are probably, these are the 5 guys right here. I would say at this point, if even the 08, these are the guys right here we are going to see battle it out for the next 90 or so laps to decide today's race.
Hemrick tried to make it 3 wide top side, but Clements shut the door on him for a moment.
And that's going to have the run in turn 4. He's going to get the lead there. I have a feeling at
no
least.
Help though. Clements and Hemrick working together very well, and it is the 51 car. Jeremy Clements back out to the lead. Hemrick tries to look outside. Nothing working there just yet. He's going to commit to the high side. Clements gets a little bit tight up in 1 and 2. And then that's looking for second spot.
This ain't good.
5 cars under a blanket at the moment. And I just looked at Riley Herbst's hood, by the way. Thought he had some damage in the 18, but no, he didn't. With 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Hemrick top side, and Daniel Hemrick goes to the point.
Hemrick definitely having one of the better races of his career so far. He's led a bunch of laps. Annette led a bunch of laps. Now see Herbst, he's going to try and stick on the high side, see if he can help Clements. They can get to the top in 3 and 4. They could have a shot to take the lead here. Clements getting behind Hemrick, pushing him out front here to the lead.
If I butt in here for a second, but
of course.
The 6th on back is a massively far back. I see Jess Leal's about 2.6 seconds back.
Ooh, man, diamond in the corner there.
Driving like a crazy monkey right there, trying to get by Jesse Little. Myatt Snyder, son of NASCAR's own Marty Snyder.
Looking for the 6th position. NASCAR, no doubt about it, is a family sport indeed. Joe Graff Jr. has lost the draft to the top 4. Jeremy Clements back out front. Riley Herbst, I wouldn't be surprised if he went to the lead in the next lap or 2. He's got a lot of momentum, looking for second.
They set that car up after qualies, I can say that much.
Yeah, I don't understand how he qualified so far back. Even, obviously he had a lot of guys who cleaned themselves out in front for him to get him to move up. But even had that not happened, when we were coming to that stage 2 restart, you had to figure he was going to be a contender to win this race here. Either way.
Oh, look at the run he gets.
He goes for the lead.
Full throttle, Riley Herbst off of turn 4. It's the new leader, the 18 Monster Energy Toyota Supra.
If this was real life, he would be crapping himself right now because everyone's saying Herbst does not deserve to be in an Xfinity Series car. He has shown this season in real life and currently on this simulation that he deserves that.
Entering turn number 3, Riley Herbst still committed top side. Hemrick looking on the bottom, trying to go to the point. Two drivers that have never won in the Xfinity Series before. Herbst came close a few weeks ago back at Auto Club, finished second to Harrison Burton.
I believe Hemrick's best finish is second as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Daniel Hemrick. By the way, if we ever do see him win in any of NASCAR's top 3 series, his signature celebration, the backflip.
Shades of Cousin Carl.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He's got a good run on the inside. Herbst gets tied up in 3 and 4. Here comes Jeremy Clements into the picture.
If Hemrick were to win, that'll be 15 years after Carl Edwards got his first career Cup Series win. And guess where it was at this very same complex here at Atlanta Motors.
Definitely was a fast car. Going to be interesting to see. Now I believe we are about 20, just under 20 laps out of the stage restart. And we did, I believe, about 9 or so laps on the tanks of fuel before the stage break. Question I would have to you guys, where do we see the caution, or where do we see pit stops start to occur? We're looking at about 120, which would lead to the end sooner. Just not sure where that's going to fall here.
I believe we will start having pit stops around 115-ish. With, like, the way this race is panned out so far, I wouldn't surprise if you start seeing, like, some of the guys near the rear end of the field, I guess, now start coming around, like, 15, 16, or 117.
Lap 101 goes on the board. Let's give you a full field rundown. Daniel Hemrick, the race leader. Jeremy Clements had second. Riley Herbst was in third. Michael Arnett is fourth. Joe Graff Jr. fifth. Mike Snyder, Jesse Little battle for sixth and seventh. Eighth spot, Bailey Curry. Ninth, Brett Moffitt and Timmy Hill rounds out the top 10. 11th spot, Brandon Brown.
If only Carter were here, Marty. If only Carter were here, you could be seeing Timmy Hill running top 10.
12th spot is David Starr. 13th, Stephen Length. 14th spot, good battle going on here, Matt Mills and Joe Nemechek. 16th, Ryan Sieg. 17th is Vinnie Miller. 18th, Josh Williams. 19th, Cody Vanderwall. And a good battle for 20th between Landon Castle and C.J. McLaughlin. 22nd spot. 22nd spot, Justin Allgaier. 23rd is Chad Fincham. Your two drivers a lap down, Brandon Jones and Harrison Burton. Out of the race, Ray Black Jr., Austin Cindric, Ross Chastain, Noah Gregson, Justin Haley, as well as Chase Briscoe, B.J. McLeod, Jeffrey Earnhardt, Mason Massey, Alex LeBay, and Tommy Joe Martins. For the race lead, Jeremy Clements underneath on Daniel Hemrick. Riley Herbst takes it 3 wide.
Herbst making a move down 3 wide. Could he try to get a run off the inside? The inside's not been very good here today so far, but we've seen it work in some cases, specifically with the junior motorsports car.
Highside's got the advantage, and it is still Daniel Hemrick. Michael Annette's bowed out for right now, playing it safe. His tires, I'm guessing, are worn out right now, currently running in the 4th position. Clements looking outside here on Riley Herbst for the runner-up spot, and he's got that for right now. Clears the 18. Chevy's in the top 2. Out of turn number 4, staying single file for right now. Let's focus in the back of the pack right now. This is the battle for 6th. Jesse Little and Myatt Snyder. Snyder's got a good run to the inside. They're currently just about 6.5 seconds back to race leader Daniel Hemrick. Now my next question here. Let's go back and talk lap traffic. These 3 cars are in turns 3 and 4, and they're coming closer and closer.
They're going to catch him here in like 3 laps, I think.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is, too, it's not unlike Tommy Joe or Tommy Joe Martin's. It's just a slow car. These are slow cars with damage.
So they're even slower than they were to be if they didn't have damage.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're going to catch up here, I mean, if even 3 laps. The interesting thing here I would want to know is, what will pit stops do, assuming we get them in the next 10 laps, as Clements goes back to the inside? Are pit stops
straightaway difference.
Yeah. Are pit stops going to keep these 3 together, or are we going to see, you know, like we were seeing in testing for the Cup Series, where these guys start to break up, and then you have to use the draft and hope that the leader runs into lap traffic to close the gap back in?
That'll be an interesting question because, back in the truck race earlier today, we did not see the leaders pit under green. They all came down under yellow flag conditions. There were 4 cautions in the race, so I think every caution we had drivers come in, every driver come in, or we had some drivers come in and some drivers stay out. Riley Herbst does an inverse diamond there, trying to look on the high side on Jeremy Clements for the runner-up spot. Clements tried to block, he couldn't.
Clements looks like he's losing a touch of speed. Unfortunately, it looks like Clements is losing just a touch of speed here. Getting a big run. Looks like he might have also just missed the draft. Interesting to see, though, how these 3 cars have separated just from a net alone. Not too far, but enough, and just absolutely gapped the rest of the
and
field.
For the lead, on board Riley Herbst. Clements a good run inside on Daniel Hemrick. The 8 car, though, continues to lead.
They're catching a lap cut.
They are.
As you can see, it looks like they're going to catch Fincham before they even get to the backstretch, it seems.
So let's see here.
There they are.
They're going to get
Harrison
them.
Burton and Chad Fincham.
How is a 13 car faster than 20? What is this?
I don't know, but here we go. This is going to get good.
Who's
Clements is
on?
going to get a good run. I think Clements, no, he's not going to get the run. They all get
Fincham goes
slowed
up
down.
to block him. But Fincham is somehow faster than a 20 car. Don't know what's going on at a 20, but Fincham seemed to be faster than him in that corner.
Actually, it looks like Burton's faster than Fincham. Jeremy Clements to the point, and he is checked out from Hemrick and Herbst. And now how does Justin Allgaier? How does Allgaier play into this? Because
Allgaier do a little bit of could do a little bit of a team orders type of dealio here, but nope, he's gonna stick to the side, try not cause any kerfuffle in this.
Classy driver in the field indeed. Justin Allgaier. Michael Annette entering the picture as well in the 1 car, trying to get back up into the top 3. Next slow car, Brandon Jones in the 19. Remember, he's got some of that right side damage. It's been undented though, but still has lost a lot of time, probably with some damage to some of the parts inside that car.
Yeah, it's interesting to see here as they've cleared the lap traffic a lot easier than I thought they would. There's no real separation between the top 4 here that there wasn't before they got the lap traffic. It's still Hemrick, it's still Clements. They're still side by side. The front figure, I mean, we're looking at what, only a couple more laps, I would imagine, here before we start seeing these leaders dart to pit road for the 4 tires and fuel for the final run in today.
If they even take 4 tires, some of these guys could just go stop and go. Maybe take two tires, maybe, because as Michael Net, he somehow gained on them with his presumably shoot up tires on lap number 1, Pilot Flying J Chevrolet Camaro.
You could do that, but The only thing I would say to that, though, is that would lead you at, even though they're only left sides, that would leave you with almost
still a heavy
laps.
disadvantage.
Yeah, almost 90 laps on left sides, which on any racetrack, that's a lot, but here, that is just an astronomical amount of wear on the left sides.
The previous lap, Hemrick almost, here we go, up to Brandon Jones. Top 2, should get away cleanly. Herbst will diamond the corner here. Try to go from high to low. Nothing working out just yet. Annette has entered the battle for 3rd on the 18.
Where's the next lead lap car after Michael Annette? That was my question. All I can see that it looks like it is still the 08.
Still 08. He's hanging in there, but he's about 6.5 seconds back. It's about 8 seconds back to Snyder and Little, and then from there on, the rest of the field, they have just left behind. We see the lap cars racing here, but up front, give credit to Clements. He has been hanging in there through this since that big wreck. He has been
small single car team, 1 career win to that team's credit. As I've mentioned many times before here, it's broadcast 2017 Road America. That barn burner of finish between him and Matt Tiff.
It was considered a shocker to many, but had just the best car in the final laps of the race. They call it the spin and win.
He had the start gear in it. He was able to dig off the start right there.
There you can see about a straightaway length between the leaders and the lap traffic.
as you can see, that Shepherd Racing Ventures team has fallen hard with it since Homestead last year. At Homestead last year, it finished, I believe, in around 13th place. Right now, they're running near the back of the grid. That is very good for that team. They could be losing money. That team is already bleeding money after a 2011 incident at Phoenix that destroyed one of Morgan's primary cars.
Hemrick trying to look inside on Clements once again. Annette still trying on Herbst for third. Nothing working there. Joe Graff Jr. just about approaching the lap traffic of Fincham and Burton. There is Little and Snyder going at it for 6th. This is the best battle on track. Brett Moffitt and Bailey Curry battling for 8th. Moffitt a good run on the outside. And he's got it. Back up front, though, for the lead. Hemrick trying on Clements. Gap of the line last time by was 6/100ths of a second, and nothing working just yet. And you can hear the engines of the lap traffic. And we got pit stops coming on in. Landon Castle in the 89. Annette and Herbst, they go at it for 3rd spot. Hemrick's got to run inside, trying to take the lead from Jeremy Clements.
Yeah, we will see here how this is going to play out over these next few laps. When do they pit? I would imagine you're going to start pitting here. Lead you about 43 to go. I don't think there would be any issues with, but we will see here what this is going to lead for the final run.
I believe that. Can't tell what car that is.
CJ McLaughlin, number 93.
We were bragging before the race about how good of a starting spot he had. That went completely away so far. Completely went away in the race for the Ryan Sieg Racing car.
Oh,
Clements gets slowed down by it. That's not what the 51 car wants. And here comes Riley Herbst and Michael Annette trying to get by. McLaughlin commits down low. That could help out the 51 possibly, because he's going to have the higher line. Same with Riley Herbst and Harrison Byrne, but I think CJ just says, I'm coming in. I've had enough.
That's going to space out Clements and Hemrick. Herbst and Annette still neck and neck there, drafting each other. We're going to be interested to see. I mean, these 4, they've checked out. We know they're going to settle it for the win, barring no caution. It's going to be interesting
Vinny Miller coming out of pit road. Next slow car they could catch up to would be Jesse Little. But I think he's already made a pit stop. He is not in the top 10. Yes, he has made a pit stop. Now the question will be, when will these drivers come in?
I would say probably within the next couple laps, I'd assume.
Definitely, because I mean, how much time do you think Little can make up on fresh tires? Obviously, we know he was about 13 or 8.5 to 10 seconds back at the time he pitted, but even still, that is valuable time that he could be making up here, even just gaining in a couple seconds on those new tires.
Look at Vinny Miller spoiling the party with those 4 fresher tires.
The 4 fresher.
I think Clements coming in. Clements coming in. Clements is coming in.
Scheduled pit stop. So that would be horrible if that team had an issue.
Well,
Pit road speed of 45 miles an hour. First one to come in. That could help out that 51.
If he gets, let's see here. I remember in testing yesterday for the Cup race, I believe Logano was the first. It was Logano and Truex were the first 2 in.
Yep, Logano and Truex were the first 2 in the pits.
Coming out. So we'll see here how this plays into Clements' hands.
4 tires for the 51, and now next car to come in is Riley Herbst. Annette and Hemrick decide to go another lap.
The junior motorsports cars, I don't know. That's a lot of time to lose there. Bit of a
Clements is gone.
There.
Riley Herbst is in. Same with Brandon Jones. Harrison Burton also making his way down pit road for Riley Herbst. Likely a 4-tire change, and it is. Now we go back to the 1 and the 8. There is Annette. He's slowing down. I think he's going to come in.
Is Hemrick going to stay out another? See,
they both go another lap.
All 3 of those cars are going out another lap. Bailey Curry could be trying to lead lap for Mike Harmon Racing. That would be a legendary moment for that team.
Riley Herbst exiting pit road.
Where is the 51 car? Let's watch the 18 and the 51 right now. We know the 8 and the 7, the 1 after pit. But where is the 51 and the 18 right now? That is incredibly important for how this race...
Wait, is this
He just got by Herbst. He just got by Riley Herbst.
And he's going to get...
That could be for the lead right there.
Straight away.
And they go another lap.
What are they doing out here?
Interesting strategy they're trying to put on right now. Clements currently scored 6th, a lap down. I think Ryan Sieg just about to exit pit road. He is exiting the pits at the moment.
Henrik,
And Annette losing some time to Vanderwall, by the way, as he could possibly make a pass. A second lead for Daniel Hemrick over Michael Annette, and Annette and Hemrick go another lap.
They're trying to stretch that field as long as they can with those Junior Motorsports car. Unless they know something I don't know, which is probably very likely.
Annette lets Vanderwall by. I think they're trying to save gas, so that way when they come in, they can go the entire distance. Everyone else could be questioned on fuel. Hemrick slowing down. I think he's coming in this time. I think he pumped his brakes.
Well, I mean, you had...
There he goes.
Clements.
There it is. There it is. Nope. Wow.
Nope, never mind.
Is the one in? Is the one?
Nope,
Maybe.
and that's not in. Third position, by the way. I don't know if he's pitted yet, but that is Joe Nemechek.
I do not
Joe Nemechek.
believe...
I think he might have hit already. We don't know, to be honest.
No, I don't think he has.
He could be playing some strategy here too. If the 1 and 8 somehow get together, Joe Nemechek will be the leader of this race.
So what? First off, where's Clements in relation to? Where's Clements in relation to Herbst? Is who? Because they're gonna assume the lead with the amount of lap time that they're able to gain. So
There's Clements, so he's ahead of Riley Herbst. Clements just crossed the start-finish line. Leaders are currently in turn 2. So what Hemrick and Annette doing is kind of risky, but they would lose the lead to the 51. Now Ryan Sieg and Josh Williams, those two I think are battling for a position. They're battling for 18th, and they're coming in. Annette slows down. He comes down pit road, and same with Daniel Hemrick. The only two drivers that have not come in just yet. Nemechek, and that is correct. Nemechek did not pit yet. So now we will see the 51, I think, just went by.
Yeah, the 51 and the 18 just went by. My question here would be, so you try to stretch your fuel run. The 51 and the 18 only have to go about 42 laps. That's not, I don't even think that's a full fuel, or 42, 42,
the fuel window will be like right around 45 or 50 laps, I do believe. My math is correct.
So I don't understand what the logic of staying out 5-6 extra laps when the other, I mean, yeah, almost 7 extra laps. I don't understand what the
fresher
logic
tires
is.
maybe. They will have extremely fresh tires compared to the 51 and the 18.
I mean, they will. Let's see here. How far of where is the 51?
And they got by. They got by. Clements is the new leader. He has gone by Riley Herbst.
Hold on yet. He has not. They have not caught around. Where are the 8 and where are the 1?
They
they're
just
gonna
exited.
Wait, hold on.
Wait a minute. No, its car's still gonna have the lead. Looks like.
Clements does have the lead. Clements is the leader.
Oh,
Can we confirm that?
Yes, that is confirmed. Clements on the top.
scoring loop update to the current lap.
Riley Herbst is second. Jesse Little in the 4 car, currently in third. So
Like
what Hemrick and Annette did, very risky. Hemrick is back to 8th. Annette is in 11th. But remember, they've got the completely fresher tires, and I think they've got the better cars on the long run.
But that is 14.5 seconds for Hemrick.
Their tires are gonna be shoddy by the time they get even up to like Joe Graff Jr. in the 08 car.
Graff Jr. as we confirmed, but this is for the lead. Riley Herbst inside on Jeremy Clements. Herbst, by the way, looking for his first win at the line. 30 laps to go in Atlanta.
There's no way Hemrick or Annette can catch these guys. It's gonna be a battle between the 51 and 18.
I think right now they're probably going to be, in the words of Steve Petty, banking on a caution at the moment, hoping that we get a restart, which could be possible. Obviously, the longest green flag run we've had today, besides the two
left. There's nobody left in the field, man.
Besides the stage cautions, the only wreck we had was that big wreck that took out drivers like Austin Cindric, Noah Gregson, Justin Haley, Chase Briscoe. And Riley Herbst, by the way, just put another lap on Harrison Burton, and Burton is slowing down Clements.
Could be team orders right there. Joe Gibbs Racing. That is horrible for that small team. But Clements, I do believe, has a slightly better car than Herbst on the shorter runs.
Update you guys on Hemrick and Annette. They are working together, by the way. It was about a second difference. Annette's made his way back up to the 9th spot at the moment. Let's see if we have any other good battles on the track. And we do. Myatt Snyder and Bailey Curry are battling for a top 5 spot at the moment.
That is a massive, massive, massive upset there. Bailey Curry, Mike Harmon Racing, team running on a shoestring budget. Sponsorship to run this whole race today for both the 74 and the 47 is huge for Mike Harmon.
Going to be a great payday for that 74 team. Same with Nemechek, by the way, currently running a lap down in 19th. It was kind of
that
risky.
19th will give about $50,000 if I do remember. But
Good
that's
battle for third.
big.
This is Jesse Little trying to look inside on Joe Graff Jr. Joe Graff Jr. earlier led some laps in the race.
Nearly won stage 2.
Yeah, stage 2 was won by Michael Annette. Annette back in the 9th position. Gregson won stage 1. He's already out of the race. But right now, Jeremy Clements trying to get up to the 18. He gets slowed down, though, more and more by Sieg and Williams this time.
That is not good for the 51 car. The 18. The race just fell into 18's lap. Why can I not?
The only
Right now,
thing now. Yeah, I mean, the only thing now, 51's going to need the 18 to struggle with some lap traffic, because I don't know, this late in the run, I mean, he could,
He's
catch
getting
up in the
real
draft,
good
but
there in the 3 and 4.
Let's see the gap now this time. It went from 6/10 down to 45 hundredths.
All right, so Clements does have a fast
That
car.
car is going.
But Clements is
Question
not
is-
getting through traffic.
The question is, who is that car in front of Herbst? That lap
Cody
car.
Vanderwall in the 52.
He's having a replace his F82 car in being scored in right now.
Get you back on that battle for third spot at the moment. It is Joe Graff Jr. and Jesse Little. They work their way on Joe Nemechek. And let's see
These
what
two
happens
having
here.
great races today, but see, Clements up front, he closed in about another 10, maybe a little bit less, but
About another
10
10.
or
So Clements is coming closer and closer to Riley Herbst. Like what I said last week at Phoenix. Like Jaws. Dun-dun. Dun-dun.
You can start hearing that music there, buddy.
You
That's
start
like
hearing it, especially on
mental.
long runs.
Especially when you have a man who has shown really good speed on some of these tracks previously. I believe he got like a top 10 finish here back in 2016, if I do recall correct.
I'm not too sure though. The gap, by the way, last lap was the same, about 3/10, 3 to 4/10.
So we'll see here. I think the big thing, if I was watching this right now, is will Clements be able to get through the lap traffic, because he has not.
Well,
shown.
looks like they have I can't tell others. Maybe that's Chad Fincham. Maybe
Gap the same again, by the way. Clements about
crap.
5 thousandths of a second
Out lap
faster.
traffic.
That's
That looks
Brandon
like-
Jones. That's Jones and Vanderwall in the 19 and the 52. This will be interesting to see how this works out in Herbst's favor. Remember the teammates at Joe Gibbs Racing.
The question is, does he go down and block, try to get a better line? Because I believe 19 and 52 are racing position, or maybe not. I don't really.
52 and 19. Cody Vanderwall, the last car in the lead lap. Brandon Jones, 2 laps down.
Oh, my bad. I messed
Riley
up there.
Herbst, by the way, remember he had the toe off of Brandon Jones. Got him a few hundredths of a second faster there last time out.
It looks like Jones going to park that bus right in front of Jeremy Clements. Oh,
Clements
Clements
gets
got
by.
inside.
Not quite. No, he just checked up a bit, let Clements go by. So now it's going to be, let's see here. So if we take a look in front of Herbst, where is the next car in front of Herbst?
That would
I'll
be
be right
Matt
there.
Mills in the 5, currently the last car on the lead lap in 15th.
These guys are going to lap a good chunk of the field, but as you can see,
Look at that.
52 is one up to 51.
Vanderwall holding him up a bit, but Vanderwall's also had, for one of the mid or pack cars today, he hasn't been too slow. I wouldn't consider this as much a holdup. The question is now, Clements, he catches him in clean air, but he cannot get by these lap traffic cars to catch up to Herbst in the 18. He just cannot keep
Which is extremely shocking because Clemens comes from a short track racing background around both the Carolinas. That's really shocking.
Matt Mills and Chad Fincham. Let's see how this turns out with Riley Herbst. This should be going by the 13, no question about it. Now, how does he handle the 5 of Mills? Slow down just a little bit here off of turn 2.
That's more a little bit, looks like.
Herbst should get by another question.
Clemens not going to be able to get by Fincham, looks like.
Oh, this is big.
Holding up the 51.
This is
Fincham needs to get blue flagged immediately. Oh my god.
Gap is going to go up to about probably 1.5 seconds. Herbst goes by Matt Mills. And the gap
Herbst just got this race fed to him. Herbst is going to win the EchoPark 300 at Atlanta.
And
don't count on it yet.
Who else? Who's out in front of Herbst? Yeah, there's more laps.
That's Justin Allgaier, yes. By the way, Daniel Hemrick and Michael Arnott, they're coming closer and closer. They just got by Joseph Jr.
Question is, will they be able to navigate lap traffic?
I believe
if they catch up to Riley Herbst and Jeremy Clements, I will be stunned.
I believe
I will be extremely shocked.
And they got the fresher tires, by the way. Keep in mind that.
Yeah.
They put the gap down from like 15 seconds to like 9 or 10 seconds.
But question, I don't think they can make up 9 or 10 seconds with the small amount of laps we have left. Looks like there's about 24 to go, maybe?
We'll find out what the line... Yeah, when they come to the line, it will be 24 laps to go. Clements having some tough time getting by Matt Mills. Mills will just say, hey, you got the better one. Let's go by. And look at this.
That's 14 to go here when we get to the line.
That's correct. You're right, 14.
Oh, they aren't catching him. This race is Riley Herbst to lose.
Hey, you know what? You know what? Hemrick and Arnott, they were just a second faster. I don't know.
Oh, no. It's really a crapshoot, to be honest. If they were second fast, I don't really know if they'll be able to catch up to him. Doing the math in my head here, they'll be about 5 seconds too short.
Well, let's look at the gap of the line here.
Let's see this time.
There they are. They're racing each other right now. And the gap is cut down from 9 to 8 seconds.
I mean, they've got 8 seconds.
They've got time to work. They've got a lot of time. Clements has just gone by Mills, and Clements is coming closer and closer to Herbst.
And who's in front of He's got
Vinny
another.
Miller.
Looks like that's Vinny Miller.
It
But
is.
who's in front of Vinny Miller? I did not see anybody. If we take a look, who's in front?
Brandon Brown and
So
is that
this
Alex? And
could
that's
be-
Stephen Lake.
If they get by Vinny Miller, that might be. Not going to guarantee they're not going to catch Brown and Leve, but that could be, once they get by Vinny Miller here, that could decide the race. But you also have to keep
From
in mind.
first to third, from first to third, gap cut down. I'm sorry, Derek. Gap cut down
Under
from
8
8.15 to 7.65.
Vinny Miller holds up to 18 a little bit, from what I could see there on the feet.
Miller lets Herbst go by. Now how does this help out Clements?
Vinny Miller has to let that 51 by. They are racing for the win here. That would be a complete bonehead move to try to block a car that's racing for the win.
Spotters up above us are definitely saying, hey, let him go by. We're racing for a win here. We got a better car. Let us go by.
I think.
And there you see it right there.
Vinny Miller being a nice guy, right?
And the gap is cut down. No, actually, Herbst is faster by 200ths.
What's the gap back to the 8 and the 1?
7 seconds.
Ooh. It's going to be tight.
I think they're going to be daily $8 short for the junior motorsports cars. They're going to be daily $8 short on those.
I think they're just going to be, they're going to come up about a lap too short, and the lap traffic's going to slow them down.
10 laps to go when they come to the, sorry, go ahead. Sorry, Matt.
Either way, Clements is, he is close. I'm not sure how much we'll see there. Oh, he's coming. Does that say 0.81 or 0.61?
That's .61.
Oh, he is coming.
He
Clements 6
he
feet up
closed
in
the
fast
gap
lap
pretty
traffic.
big. Clements could get this race done, but the Junior Motorsports car is going to be a day late, dollar short on rent there.
Gap was 6.5 seconds. They're now working their way onto Josh Williams and Ryan Sieg. It's going to be interesting to see how they play out with those two cars.
Williams is blocking the A car. This is huge. Oh, looks like maybe Hemrick hit that intimidate button right there, but
I don't think they're going to make it.
Day late and dollar short on rent, as I said earlier, man.
Gap cut down to about a half second now for Jeremy Clements. Riley Herbst, though, in the lead, looking for his first career Xfinity Series win. Jeremy Clements looking for his first since Road America 17.
First, that's a huge thing in IndyCar. People talk about first oval and road course win. Jeremy Clements looking for his first ever oval win, and it could come at the historic Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Clements was 0.04 of a second faster than their last time by. Gap, by the way, from first to third cut down to 5.21. Hemrick and Annette, they've got the faster cars at the moment with the fresher tires, but I don't think it's going to be enough. At the line this time by will be, I believe, 6 laps to go. And yes.
I think Clements might also be a day late and dollar short on rent here. I don't think he can catch Herb.
I mean,
Clements
I don't know.
was 300 of a second faster. He's going to need to use the draft perfectly, and Herbst is going to need some lap traffic. They're catching up to Landon Castle in a few moments.
I don't know. Herbst needs to catch Castle before Clements catches Herbst, and I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. See, Hemrick
now with these two side by side, I'm sorry, Matt. Hemrick is working. Is going to get slowed down there, so I think those two are going to be done for. But it's not over yet. The gap got cut down big time to a quarter of a second.
To Castle's closing too, guys.
5 laps to go. A caution flag would end the race, and Clements is up to the rear bumper, challenging for the win. Riley Herbst is looking for his first.
He is all over the back bumper, that 18. He's going to go
outside.
There.
At the line, 4 laps to go. 6 miles remain.
They're catching Castle.
Landon Castle could potentially determine who wins this race. Clements is taking his time. He's got a lot of time to work here, especially right behind Riley Herbst.
Let's see where Castle goes here. They come down the back straightaway, lap 160 to 63. Herbst goes to the low. Where is Clements going to go?
Clements is on the higher line.
Draft.
But Castle slows him down a lot. That could be the race right there.
Oh, not quite.
3 laps to
That
go.
could be all she wrote. That could be good night Vienna for that 51
And
machine.
Hemrick got slowed down big time, and that gets by those 3 other cars. He's taking 3rd position away, but he's 4 seconds back. I don't think he's got time to come back.
They are catching another.
That
car looks like can't quite tell who that is.
That is Harrison Burton and CJ McLaughlin now for Burton. This is big. He will let Herbst go by, but probably not let Clements go by. Coming to the line, popsicle sticks up in the air. 2 laps to go in Atlanta.
Maybe he lets both of them by. You don't really know.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with down the back switch. If they get side by side, hang on, folks. Burton
It looks like they will
by.
be side by side.
Oh! Let him slow down a little bit.
That's going to help.
This time by. White flag in the air. One more time around the Atlanta Motor Speedway.
I don't think it's going to be enough for Clements. Day late, dollar short on rent. Herbst is going to win this thing.
Riley Herbst is a lap away from his first career Xfinity Series win.
Let's see here, through 1 and 2 for the final time. I don't think there's enough there for Clements unless Herbst has a big slide or something. Clements giving it all he has and just, could not get through that.
4 out of tires. Through 3 and 4 for the final time.
Riley Herbst is going to do it off of turn 4. Riley Herbst, his first career Xfinity Series win, and it comes in Atlanta.
Champion. Riley Herbst, the terrible Herbst team, the number 18 team, Joe Gibbs Racing, second win on the season for that team, winning the EchoPark 300 from Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Clements comes home second. Hemrick comes back and beats Annette for the 3rd position. Annette back to 4th. Joe Graff Jr. finishes 5th. Bailey Curry 6th. Myatt Snyder 7th. Jesse Little 8th. Brett Moffitt 9th. And Brandon Brown rounds out the top 10.
Riley Herbst walks himself into the playoffs with that win here in Atlanta, barring no technical inspection failure.
So Riley Herbst, his first career Xfinity Series win. 3 races in a row for the Joe Gibbs organization, and they take home the W.
In the words of James Winston, that's a W. They eat nothing but W's at Joe Gibbs Racing.
Give you the final results here. 13 cars finish on the lead lap. They almost caught up to Timmy Hill, by the way. That was close. But Riley Herbst, first career win. We'll save these, and then we'll give you the final stats.
Big run for Herbst. I think he started 24th, 25th. Even with the wreck, he was on pace to come up through the field there. Clements in second. I mean, what can you say about that? Unfortunately, he couldn't get through the lap cars.
He ran that car. He ran hard in that number 51 machine, but I think he ran out all his tires trying to catch Herbst. If he hadn't ran so hard, he could have had a shot. But let's take a look at some of these smaller teams who get good finish. Bailey Curry for Mike Harmon Racing, Joe Graff Jr. for Bobby Dodder's team as a screen.
Mike Snyder in 7th, Jesse Little 8th, Brett Moffitt in 9th.
Could not quite catch you finish 10th. Is that Brett Moffitt?
That is Brandon Brown in 10th.
Oh, my bad. Good run for the smaller teams after that wreck takes out majority of the field.
So we're getting you the final stats before we sign off for the night and say farewell. Don't forget, we will be back tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time for the NASCAR Cup Series mock race, the Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500. And before that as well, New Era Cup Series action coming from the Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Chick-fil-A 500. And that will be a good one, no doubt.
Here's a little bit of a reminder here. The cars will be the exact same for both the Cup race and New Era Cup Series race. So we could see cars that will run good in the New Era Cup Series race, not run good in the NASCAR Cup race, like myself in the 32 and Corey LaJoy in 32. Two polar opposite things. New Era Cup Series has equal ratings, so I'm not wrong.
Riley Herbst, yes, they have equal ratings. Riley Herbst, by the way, started back from 21st.
That's a good
win.
Yeah. But you really have to feel for some of these guys who did not finish the race. Like Noah Gragson, he on the stage possibly had the best car all day. Gets taken out. Same with Chase Briscoe. Both those cars were great. Get taken out by a wreck that was not caused. Well, Gragson caused a wreck, but.
Most definitely. Now let's let this, once this comes into full vision here for everybody. Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, you look here, Herbst 33 laps led. Clements led a bunch, 18. Hemrick led 31. And Net led the most in 39. You got to go back to that. You have to go back to that decision by the JR teams to pit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They went a lot farther than anyone else did, and it definitely affected their going.
And
Tough
if
break
we were
for Noah Grabs and Harrison Burton, by the way. They led 12 and 13 laps. 38 lead changes among 10 drivers, and we only had 3 yellows in the race. So mostly clean race, and at the end, Riley Herbst, his first career Xfinity Series win. Now we've seen someone get their first truck win, someone get their first Xfinity win. Does someone get their first Cup win tomorrow?
I have a feeling Slick Bill Byron might have a shot at his first Cup win here tomorrow. That car, I have a feeling it's going to be super fast. Hendrick has a long history at Atlanta Motor Speedway. If you remember back 2005, it was Carl Edwards. Carl ended up winning that race, but Jimmy was finishing second. Also, go back to 2001, that finish. It was the same car, same team, I believe, as the 24 is now. Jeff Gordon's car, losing that fantastic photo finish with Kevin Harvick. You never really know what's going to happen in Atlanta.
Absolutely. So that's going to do it for us. We're going to wrap it up here today. Don't forget to tune in. Starting at 1 o'clock tomorrow for the New Era Cup Series at Atlanta, and then at 2:30 is the NASCAR Cup Series Full of Honor Quick Trip 500. We appreciate you all tuning in and watching today's race. On behalf of Matt Tuck and Derek Hamill, Mari Zakala signing off. You've been watching the NASCAR Xfinity Series. We congratulate Riley Herbst for winning his first career race in the EchoPark 500. Thank you all for joining us. We'll talk to you tomorrow. So long from